Hey y'all, Boogie here. How's it going? And welcome back to Sonic Boogie Plays Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter. When we last left off our hero, we had started our second case called A Study in Green. We had started participating in a lawn bowling game, lost profusely, quite poorly on my part, should I say, and then started a new case regarding this man Zacharias here. I also made some comically big mistakes. But I think I figured out one of them, so we already examined this guy. So we're going to go back over here, and we need to analyze the Mayan Quiche calendar with some notes that he had written down that we had found in his wallet. But let me show you just how much of a moron I was. Without it, if there was a snake, it would have bitten me. So, hello, Watson.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Oh, you're too kind. So let's go over here, and we need to examine this. So.
They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar.
We have to redo this matchup. Crap. This should take a while. Anyways, so what I was doing in the last episode was I was going top to bottom instead of going left to right. See where it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth? This should help us immensely and look less like a moron. So let's see if we can breeze through this now that we kind of understand what we're going for. So this goes to here. We should be able to match this up fairly quickly. Okay. I know what you're thinking right now. 10 minutes later. No, we should be fine. Oh, we got a hand and a hand. We're just clicking options right now to go from 1 to 1. Looking for an elephant. Kind of looks like an elephant. Boom, boom. I just kind of want to fill in as many bits as possible, and then we can go to specifics. Okay, yeah, definitely goes to that. No. Okay, we already did that one. Second buddy, like, ooh, hey. Okay, we got the earring. I guess that's what it is. We got the face of the face. Okay, so we're looking for elephant ears, eyebrows, fish, globe, and another. Oh, that's not really a fish per se. That's the fish. Ah, it's a fish. Okay. Oh, hey, top side, right on. Eyebrows. Okay, so now we have fish, globe, elephant ears. And we got the fish right there. In more words of Cinevera, and it's got beat up by a freaking fish. Okay, so now we're back on page 1, so now we can look more into the specifics with the ears and the globe. Bloody hell, who's calling me? Leave me alone. Sorry. Already done that, that's great. Up, globe. Nope. There we go. Globe and globe. Good. Better. Closer. Warmer. So now, elephant ears. I guess that's what they are. No. No, and none. No. Hey. There we go. Perfect, okay. So now we just need to do the matchups, and I'm hoping this will actually work out if we go left to right. So let's go. Cursed. Let's say cursed to exist. Anyone to disturb? Yeah, I'll leave that as that. Sacred, yeah. That seems right. This should probably be temple, since it was supposedly we're looking at an old ancient prophecy. To meet fate. Risen, master, let's say only chosen to have mercy.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
Oh, hang on, no, we don't want curse to be? Cursed to be anyone to disturb sacred temple. Okay, the top 6 here sound about right. To meet fate. Risen statue? Only chosen to have mercy?
I don't...
Cursed to be anyone to disturb sacred temple. To meet death? Let's give that a shot. Maybe let's try sealed statue, only chosen to have mercy.
I don't think so.
Risen?
Cursed will be
Boom
anyone
goes
who
the dynamite.
visits the sacred temple. They will meet their death by the risen statue. Only the chosen will have mercy.
I can't believe I just yelled that
It's
out.
not
My
only a
apologies.
calendar, it's a curse.
Good lord.
Zacharias Greystoke, a member of the club, was killed as the curse decreed. It's possible that the link between Zacharias and the curse is at the archaeological club. I'll need a search warrant.
But we have our first deduction. Let's look at the tab first. That was such an embarrassing comment. Or declaration. I apologize. I did my weekly patron-only stream this morning, and we were kind of blowing stuff up, so... Okay, so now we're kind of figuring this out, so let's start the elimination process. Mind calendar with physical abilities? No. Facts about the crime? Yes, that's definitely right. We already have our first branch up, but let's go back, and Charles was alone. Okay, so Charles was alone, boom, and boom. Okay, mind calendar, no. Charles. Okay, so we've eliminated all of those, so let's now look at this. We have running statue, and we have false statement. So Charles didn't see the running statue. He was either lying or the running figure was somebody else. Let's click that for starters. Nothing, of course. But then we have Sir Charles saw the statue of Takun Uman running away. Yeah, we obviously have no other deductions, so we're kind of at a loss. So I think what we need to do now is talk to Lestrade about obtaining a warrant. Let's actually go see what Watson has to say.
We'll need to get a search warrant to investigate the club.
With pleasure. I cannot wait to be free of you. Alright. Staff room, can we go in here? No. We're done with the body. Got a map of London. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you like what you see. Want to keep watching. We're going in. Wow, that is a nice room, Lestrade. Playing with his pistol. That's lovely. Let's have a chat, shall we?
Aren't you supposed to be investigating those cases of yours instead of bothering me?
Good day to you too, Inspector. I had a small favor to ask of you, a search warrant to investigate the murder at the club.
No, no, and no.
You're not a member. Who cares? You're doing it just to spite me. Okay. Oh, let's build up a profile on this, on the good inspector. Bags under eyes, lack of sleep. I can relate to that. Ooh. Well, that's more of a purplish hue instead of red. I'm gonna go with wine. Looks very rumpled. Headache pill. Plus the wine. Hangover. Oh, we're gonna go for hangover in this one. Okay, we have the gun. Cleaning his gun. He's in a good... How do we know if he's in a good mood because he's cleaning his gun? Holmes, what have you been up to? Ooh, we have a letter. Women's handwriting. Letter from the Robin family. Who are they? Maybe it's... Oh, hang on a minute. We got a handkerchief. Perfume. Oh, you clever man. I know what you've been up to. Inspector Lestrade. He's exhausted. He didn't sleep well last night. He has been drinking wine. Now he has a headache. Cleaning his guns suggests he is in a good mood. He keeps a lady's perfumed handkerchief in his memento. Mrs. Robin, the wife of a British councilman, might be connected with Lestrade's present condition. Oh, be still my heart.
Without the warrant, I should find something else to do. By the way, do you know if Sir Robin is currently in town?
I have no idea. And why on earth should you even think that I might know that?
Well, I believe I may have solved a case about, let's say, a salacious inspector.
No, it's not what you think. Nothing dishonourable happened. Go on then. Take your warrant.
So he refused to give you the search warrant?
I love this game.
I got it. I won't need you for a while now, Watson. I'll see you later.
Okay. So, we've got dialogue with him. That's great. Sherlock Holmes. Okay, cool. So now We can go to the club lounge. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and fast travel back to the club, because we really don't have anything we need to inspect at Baker Street right now. We only have one deduction, or one branch of deductions. Actually, we should have gone home and changed out of our dress clothes, as it were. Change back into our doctor's outfit, or David Tennant outfit, as it were. Oh, you're still here.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Probably not. Boys are still hanging about. Well, then again, it is a club, so...
The statue of Takunu-man.
Okay, so nothing's changed here. We should have put on our sportswear. Sir Charles is not going to like this one iota. That is for damn fact. Here we go. This is not
Sir
good.
Charles, I have a search warrant. I would like to take a look inside the clubhouse.
I see. Here's the key, but I do protest.
Well, he seemed amicable enough. What is this? Anything over here? Find a use. Okay, well, that goes without saying. Let's go topside. It's gotta
I
be...
heard that Zacharias was killed by the statue's spear.
Why won't the police say anything? We have a right to know the truth.
Because it's Inspector Lestrade. Can we have a chat, boys?
Oh, it's horrible. Do you think the club will be closed?
I doubt it. Unless Sir Charles is involved, in which case, we can have Watson take over. God, wouldn't that be a mark? Except for the bearskin. Damn. Looks like a golf clubhouse in town. Recently renovated. Beautiful. We had a company Christmas party there a couple of years ago. A lot of fun. Okay, let's just have a cursory look around before we do anything else. Okay. We got a we got a globe over here. Let's see anything in the box. Apparently so.
These antiques look quite valuable.
What is this? Looks 1881 Guatemala. Same area as the Mayans kind of
It
were.
appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. That's worth a fortune.
Heart.
It appears that it's a part of a gold statue from Guatemala. Solid gold. It's worth a fortune.
There's something on our scratches here.
This piece has been cleanly and intentionally cut.
Maybe they're breaking pieces off to sell. Zachariah Greystoke's collection. Here we are.
These trunks have just arrived. They're from Zacharias Greystoke's antique collection.
Interesting. So maybe can we? Oh, there is a key. That's a gong. Never mind. I'm so childish. I want to whack it again, but still, is it? Okay, it doesn't say his collection. So these steamer trucks must be from the same thing. Maybe Greystoke has been having some shady dealings with the club. Anything here? Let's look at the globe.
This metal globe is very impressive.
Can't spin it. Yes, we can. Never mind. I stand corrected. Ooh, pieces are missing from Central America around the Guatemala area.
Bits are missing. Some bits are missing.
Now I was about to make a I Bless the Rains Down in Africa reference. I think that's Thoth. Yeah, that is Thoth from Egyptian mythology. We have Osiris. I think Isis. Yeah, that's... Is that Osiris? I believe it is. I could be wrong. I need to catch up with my Egyptian mythology. I know a lot about Greek mythology, but speaking of which, that's definitely Roman. Anything in the glass case? From Sir D. Robert.
The late Mr. Roberts' collection. Interesting. The men who own these collections are all dead.
That's... Oh, hang on. We have another deduction. Let's do this really quickly. I'm curious. Oh, we have a new bit. Okay. Sir Charles was alone at Greystoke's collection. Okay. We have Greystoke's collection with the Mayans. Okay, so we still have nothing yet. It's just another piece of the puzzle. Running statue, false statement. Okay, so we're still kind of treading in the dark. Another club. Ooh, yeesh. From Sir H.T. Smith. Wow, the glare is kind of rough. Okay.
The late Mr. Smith's collection.
So I guess these are all memoirs. Sir Percival Blinkhorn. Okay.
The late Mr. Blinkhorn's collection.
Are we noticing a trend here? Still.
The late Mr. Bromsby's collection.
Sir J. Bromsby. Okay. Yikes. Yes. Let's definitely not neglect this piece. Apparently he really liked guns. Something... Middleland?
The late Mr. Sutherland's collection.
Sutherland, I stand corrected. The pistol, just kind of hanging about there. A lot of rifles and swords. You know, I am kind of living a dream right now because one of my... As a child, I really, really wanted to be an archaeologist. Like, just because I had such an obsession with ancient mythologies, Egyptian, Greek, and if you look in on my coffee table, you'll see just stacks of pre-Judeo-Christian religious books. Like, currently right now I think I've got the Celtic book, but at one point I had Native American culture. I've got, and there's a bunch also in my closet. Okay, so we have an expedition to Guatemala. There we are.
Zacharias Greystoke.
Oh. Anything around here? And the sound effects are great too with the creaking. There we go.
Guatemala, 1881. I don't think this is a bowl stop.
Probably not. Oh, who's this?
It's Sir Charles Yellow,
Ah.
the director of the club.
And then this cove.
I wonder who this man is.
Ah. And, yep, empty space. I was wondering about that. Oh, it's been ripped off.
The photograph appears to have been
Oh,
faked
okay, never
or
mind.
damaged. I'll take it.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Can we go behind the bar? Can we have a taste? Too bad. It's almost 5. It's about... As I'm recording this, it's almost 5 o'clock. I could really go for a beer this weekend. Unfortunately, it's a luxury I don't have right now. So what do we have here? Picture of Sir Charles?
Ah, Sir Charles was once a captain in the guard.
I was correct. We got a... Ooh, hang on. Some old documents. An estimate of requirements for guest night for Mr. Olivier, the company director of quote-unquote royal parties, to organize the award ceremony for our bowling club's most recent competition. To the estimation of requirements are guest night, 20 cases of champagne, dinner for 40 reserved from the restaurant, a local musical ensemble to provide entertainment, 30 flower arrangements for table decoration, 5 invitation cards for guests. God, I can't read it. I know this will be quite expensive, but do please allow me a period of grace to settle the payment, as I recall you were so generous to grant on the previous occasion. Thank you in advance. So, another thing. A letter from Sir Charles from Lloyd's Bank. To Sir Charles Yellingham from Brittany Lovelace, Chief Accountant at Lloyd's Bank. Dear Sir Charles, our records show that you were once again late, and this is for the 4th time, in paying the credit you have with the house. Any delays in payments results in a fine of £7.10. I guess it means 10 pence. 7 quid, 10 pence. I think that's the case. After studying your proposal, we agreed to seizing part of the club's collection and payment for the credit, which will be sold in private auction. All raised money will be reversed against your credit account.
Interesting. It appears that the club is unable to pay its debts to the bank.
I started the deduction, but let's finish looking at this desk. We have some letters. Number 1, from a jeweler. To James Ness and Sons Jewelers from Sir Charles Yellingham. Or never mind, from them to him. We acknowledge receipt of your item, namely 458 grams of solid gold from a quote-unquote part gold Guatemalan statue. We agree to purchase this item. Monies will be paid within 48 hours from receipt of this letter. Although this transaction is entirely legal, we do assure you that it will remain confidential. Ah. And we have a dialogue here too, okay. Oh, so yes, we can go back and mix chemicals. Ha ha ha. Let's see what this is. Notification. Dear Sir Charles, please be advised that we have successfully transferred a new tranche, I guess that's what it is, to your club's account. However, this payment period has been reduced to 1 month and sum of a credit of 1,000 quid due to previous overdue amounts. If you wish to review your account, you should contact the bank manager directly. Mr. Black, bookkeeper for Lloyd's Bank. Yep, got another picture. It says Sir Charles has some shady dealings going on. This did strike me as a little bit odd. The 50th bank of Lord Stevenson.
The 50th birthday of Lord
50th
Stevenson.
bank. The 50th birthday. Wow. I can't talk. Good grief. Then again, I did do okay with Sir What's-His-Face from the first case, so I am kind of delving into deductions. I guess my deduction is still fairly on point. A telegram from Zacharias. Yelling him, as I said here in front of everyone, you cannot give away this calendar. I want to study it. We have to discuss this matter before the award ceremony. I have already warned the others of this. Interesting.
A message to Sir Charles from Zacharias Greystoke, the victim.
What are the deductions we need to look at?
Charles Yellingham has a large family.
Maybe he's parsing from the books, maybe? Okay, so we completed that. We do have some deductions we need to look at. And we need to go that, so I guess we're going back to Baker Street. But first, let's... no. Well, okay, stop. Okay, so we have club debt. Maybe facts about the crime? Greystoke's collection, definitely. That's definitely a facet. Greystoke's visit. Sir Charles was alone. Definitely. Mayan calendar? No. Facts about the crime? No. Okay. So now, let's look and see. Sir Charles had the time and opportunity to be prepared for his victim's visit. That's still too early to judge. He might have hired somebody out. You never know. This game is full of twists and turns, like the previous antagonist. Sorry, you know what I'm talking about. The father was still alive, even though there were notes across the board. So let's look at club debt. Sir Charles desired Greystoke's death in order to obtain and sell off his collection. Obviously, that's nothing doing. And then other collections Sir Charles could sell to any other collection contained in the club. Can these branch off just yet? Running statue? Okay, so we're still off to a decent start. So let's go ahead and let's go talk to Sir Charles for a moment. Just kind of want to see if we can get a statement from him. If not, we're back to Baker Street. Still, though, I'm liking this a whole lot. And I hope y'all are too. There you go. Here's the key back. Let's look at the victim's presence.
Sir Charles, you informed me that you didn't know why Mr. Greystoke was here at such a time.
That's correct. I have no idea.
Oop. No idea why Mr. Greystoke is here. Let's see then. Oh boy, this is a good one. Well, we don't care about the search warrant. Nope. Let's look at the telegram.
But in fact, you do. Mr. Greystoke wrote to you about him coming with another person to visit.
Ah, well, yes, that is right. He raised a scandal about the Mayan calendar, so he wanted to see me before the ceremony. But I don't know exactly what it was that he wanted, or who this other person he mentioned might have been.
Then we asked about the club's collection.
You have a fine collection at your club, with one disturbing thing in common.
Oh, all the items are from our club members.
Got it. Learning about the QTEs. Post-mortem donation, the Mayan calendar. Certain. I think it's the post-mortem donation, to be honest.
But only from deceased members, including Mr. Greystoke.
Yes, but it is a rule of the club that all our members undertake to donate their personal collections to us in the event of their death.
Can we get that? How do we do it? Can we look at some club papers for that?
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Okay, so...
A murder.
So I think we're done here, so I think the best thing we need to do now is go back to Baker Street and mix chemicals. And then we can change back into Actually, we'll put on this. Let's go back into our doctor's outfit when we get back. Just keep character, as it were. Maybe we'll run into Miss de Bouvier. She does have that necklace or the bracelet thing around her wrist. It's related to occult activity, as it were. She might know a thing or two about Mythos. We'll run into Caitlin again. We'll get to use Toby. I'm thinking too much out loud. I'm sorry. There's nobody. Okay, let's go back in and see if we can change. Let's keep it casual. There we go. Damn it, we can't change out of this outfit. And we still have our trilby, and I really like that. Oh, I just noticed that. He's got that pipe right there. It's still not a meerschaum. We can't be 100% accurate with the Mythos. Kate, are you in here? Can we have a chat? Guess not. I guess Watson is on his own, but we do have Toby. Hello, boy.
I do hope that bone has no connection to Watson's medical practice.
And now Toby for comic relief. So let's analyze this photograph. So I want to get this part done because it's all blurred off.
It appears that part has been painted over. I need to find out what's underneath.
The acid, perhaps? We have the jar here. So if anything like this, we need to grab the pipette, dip and dab. Maybe that's paint thinner.
Let's gently remove the paint with a soft cloth.
Oh, hey. That's kind of like the shoe shine from with Wiggins. We have a fourth man. Interesting. Well, we knew. I mean, he was another archaeologist then. Finish wiping that off. I think that's... Nope, we still have more we need to wipe off. Wow, we have to be, like, spot-on accurate here. I think we should be okay. Really? There we go.
Aha. There's another person in the photograph.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, hey, Watson.
Look here. There's a person with a swollen eye who was concealed within this photograph. A dispute of some kind, do you think, Watson?
Possibly. But it appears to me a characteristic symptom of a rare tropical disease that is found in South and Central America.
South America! Brilliant, Watson!
Happy to help.
Is it deadly?
Well, there is a chance he survived.
I shall ask Sir Charles, but who knows what he'll say.
I have an idea. There is only one hospital for such illness. The Hospital for Tropical Diseases.
That's convenient.
I have friends who work there.
Oh, yes?
Well, the chances are slim, but I'll pay them a visit. If he's in London, they would have seen him.
Because I know Sir Charles has nothing to do with that. So what do we do next? Look at the dialogue. The dialogue's all in here, so... What is next? I guess... Investigate the murder of Zacharias Greystone. So I guess we need to go back to the club and see if we can maybe trap Sir Charles in a lie. What is with this game and diseases? I mean, we had TB from the first case, and now we're looking at tropical diseases of South America. I don't think we're going to get anything done here. I feel like we're chasing our tails, with all due respect to Toby. Oh, that's his travel. I thought we could maybe go out on the streets. We can go detective mode with Sir Charles. And we are heading down on Baker Street, light on your head and dead on your feet. I gotta stop saying that, I'm sorry.
What a spect.
Okay, then this should be greened off instead of acting like there's something to do there. So Charles, we need to talk. Here we go, people in the photograph.
I found this photograph on your wall. You're in it, but do you know who these men are? Particularly the gentleman with the swollen eye.
Oh, him. But that's poor Mr. Albiot. He died from fever during an expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago. We were searching a Mayan Quiche temple. But everything went wrong. We were unable to enter the temple and the expedition ended in disaster. I'm here, and here is Zacharias. And there is Bernard Marley, another member. He's over there, near the pedestal.
Ah.
By the way, he's the fellow who built that terrible statue. He created it, must have been 10 years ago.
Where's the Albeit collection?
Albeit was a club member. Where is his collection?
Well, the devil if I know. We never did locate it.
We have another deduction. Let's, no. We do have... Okay, so let's go to the deduction menu and see what we have now. The expedition is definitely a fact. Come on, there you go. Circle around, and nothing. Not about the physical abilities, but this is the Mayan calendar. And we have another one. The curse of Tikkun Oman is real and is aimed towards the expedition members. I'm going to go with no curse. I mean, we'll check both, obviously. The curse doesn't exist. It is simply the human interpretation of events. Ah, I do not expect that. An opportunity. Sir Charles is aware of the curse. He had the perfect opportunity. And unaware, Sir Charles is unaware of the existence of the curse. Opportunity does not make him a murderer. Well, of course, we're going to examine both, but I want to see if this connects to this. Unaware. Sir Charles is unaware of the existence of a curse. Actually, bear with me. Before we do that, false statement. No. Okay, so obviously we want to look at unaware. He's unaware of the existence of a curse, because it still gives us opportunity to kind of connect the dots. And maybe if we do opportunity, that will connect up there. Sir Charles is guilty. Well, we are not far along enough into that to accuse him. Wow, this would be a very quick case. There is way too much more to look at. And this, as we were aware from the first case, this game does not hold our hand. So we need to talk
Poor Sir Charles.
to this man here in
A
the
crime
green
at his
coat.
club, it's a terrible thing.
Mr. Bernard Marley, I presume. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have to ask you about an expedition to Guatemala.
Shh, not here. It's too dangerous.
I'll give you my card. Visit me there where we can talk.
Curious. 8 Grub Street. Okay. Before we go to Grub Street, I do want to go back to the deductions menu, and I want to get that gold plate off of it. I don't want anything to do with that right now. Because he did see a statue of some sort. Let's just leave that as that for the time being. I do not want to come to a false conclusion. That would be dreadful. Okay, so now we can go to Grub Street. As he continues to study up with his daughter. Since he killed her actual father, would that technically make him the devil? And therefore her the devil's daughter? Wouldn't that be a twisted time? Sherlock Holmes is our devil. Well, he is quite the devil with detectivism. Ooh, it kind of looks like we're in Whitechapel. We're on Keaton Street. You find Grub Street. What a shoddy looking area. Well, I mean, if he is a foundry director, I guess this is kind of the industrial district. Foundries are not exactly pleasant areas. We have Gumbold Row, Keaton. Gentlemen? Looking through the gate here? What's that?
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's the street going up the hill, not far from here.
That's a Cockney accent if I've ever heard one. We have a bunch of advertisements. Okay.
Possum Street.
This is a lot larger of a neighborhood than, well, it probably is about on par with Whitechapel, but look at that. Where's Wiggins when we need him?
Excuse me, where is Grub Street?
I don't know.
Lovely. Awesome. Maybe through the tunnel? He's gonna be wandering about until we find somebody to go. Cranny.
Cranny Street.
What is this?
Grub Street.
Ah, here we go. So we're looking for... Hang on. 8 Grub Street. Ah, we have a town crier. 6 advertising express services. Here we go. Bernard Marley Foundry. Yep, definitely a foundry. And that is a big looking horse. There he is, I think. What his face looks so burnt.
Hello there, my man. Is your boss in?
Never mind.
Ah, he's in his office. It's the door near the female statue in the corner of the workshop.
Ooh, hang on.
A drawing of Tikkun Uman.
Interesting.
No oxidation. This metal arm has never been outside. It's not part of the bowling club statue.
Anything else we can look at? A big old watch. Anything on the face? Anything topside? Can we ring it? No. Ah, inner workings in the back.
This mechanism is quite modern. All the gears are of good quality. Strange to find it in a foundry.
Interesting. Okay, so we're done with this.
There were 2 large boxes.
And we have some drag marks.
Fresh scratches.
But he did design the statue. So if he dragged it out... Let's look at this horse thing really quickly. Or signage.
Horse of Pedro Alvarado. He was a conquistador, I believe.
I was called them conquistadors, but potato patata. Not one to judge.
Hello there, my man.
Okay, never
Is your
mind.
boss?
Ah, you...
Get the door with the female statue. We have some more legs. Hooves. Minotaur is satyr, maybe? Is it satyr or satyr? I never know.
Hello there, my...
Sorry, I'm...
Sawed off too. There's the female statue. I think.
Apparently, Marley has built multiple statues of Tikkun Uman.
Okay, that's quite a large hitbox.
Something large and heavy was dragged here. 2 large boxes which were inside the warehouse. They were taken to Bernard Marley's office. It's probable that the missing crates contained pieces of Tikkun Uman's statue.
Once again, still too early to tell. Okay, here we go. But he did make that statue. But this is going to be another interesting game of he said, he said, she said, he said, he said.
Mr. Holmes, you must forgive my escape at the club. It wasn't a safe place to talk.
And it's safer here.
Yes, better here. Not my office. I have secured my foundry, you know.
Ah, reassuring.
So let's look at Zacharias
Did
first.
you know Zacharias Greystoke, the victim?
Yes, he was a brave friend. Such good karma until yesterday.
Let's show him the photograph. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it, makes me laugh.
Do you recognize the
Sorry.
unwell man in this photograph?
By Jove, albeit. Yes, that's him. The poor fellow met his end in Guatemala. He was struck down by a terrible disease.
You were friends?
Not really, but he was an active member and a courageous man. Too courageous. You can't fight against the Quiche gods.
So you believe that as well? Expedition.
And what of the expedition? You were seeking a Mayan temple.
Yes, the Temple of Tikkun Uman. Another one of Charles's stupid ideas. We found it, but there was some kind of strange force that prevented us from entering. An evil aura. It was Tikkun Uman's emanation. We could all feel it. Albeit its disease worsened suddenly, there was nothing we could do. And now, with Zacharias' death, the curse has reawakened.
After 14 years.
Prophecies are timeless, even in the beyond. There is no escape.
Okay, let's start questioning him.
Did Zacharias believe in the prophecy?
It is not a matter of belief, don't you understand? Zacharias was convinced that we could stop the curse by studying the calendar. What insanity!
Or mirror
Simply
it.
a message. He wanted us to visit the club and try to convince Charles to remove the calendar from the awards ceremony.
But you didn't go.
I knew Charles would refuse. Anyway, studying the calendar wouldn't help. Tikkun Uman is far too powerful.
Charles, yes.
Your relationship with Charles Yellingham is...
Not friendly. Well, it is reciprocal. You know, most of his expeditions are failures because he is too focused on his hypothetical career to be in politics.
He has political ambition.
That would be an understatement. He has ambitions for the House of Lords, and the club is his means of achieving this.
Ah.
It's also the reason for his disastrous management. But he still succeeds in finding money. I wonder how.
When you'd like to know. So let's go to Kunuman.
What's your opinion on Tikkun Uman's statue having disappeared?
I don't know, but I have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Ooh. Ugh. So let's go about the photograph from the... No, we already know about the photograph from the club with him. We're not going to show him the search warrant. So let's about the... Oh, man. Yeah, let's ask about the creation.
But in fact, you do. You made the statue.
That's true. But it was 10 years ago. You can't blame me for that.
Don't you think so? After all, it is the statue that is responsible for killing.
No! It's Tikkun Uman. But who could imagine that a simple statue replica would be chosen by Tikkun Uman? Nobody.
Ooh, review the profile. Brilliant. We definitely have some, what looks like... Well, he is negligent, you can kind of tell about that. Old amulets, protective charms, okay. Down to the patch in the sleep. Leans frequently on his desk. More greasy hands, smell of oil. Magnifiers. Yeah, definitely required for close work. He is, yeah, it is for foundry stuff. And then bandage. Intricate work properly. Let's go and validate. Aha. Excellent. Bernard Marley is not yet 45 years of age. He is the founder, director, and a member of the Archaeological Club. He is negligent and most likely lives alone. Bernard is a superstitious man, as indicated by the many amulets upon his person. It is clear he spends a great deal of time seated at his office desk and working with sharp items and mechanical oil. His work requires concentration. He requires spectacles for close work.
I have to leave you now. I've got paperwork to do. And we've spoken too much. He could hear us. Tikkun Uman. Well, goodbye then.
Marley is hiding something inside his office. I'll have to visit it, but at night, and with Watson.
Yes. Didn't enter. No. Let's just revisit everything. Okay. Let's switch over to Unaware really quickly. The running and the false statement. Okay. Nothing yet we can do, so let's go see and find out if Watson found anything and get away from that molten metal. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, let's first look at the...
A furnace for melting metal.
Let's see if there's anything else we can find around here. Maybe a quick search about. I already talked to you. Okay. Break into Marley's office at night with Watson. Always dragging Watson into this. I do want to see if he heard anything from his hospital friend. Albeit. Wow, that's a mouthful trying to say that. Well then. And continue. Oh, go on then.
Caitlin Zappisalis is playing the piano. She disobeyed me.
Well, Holmes, I was inspired to... Oh, look here. The postman has made a mistake. He's delivered a letter addressed to Miss Alice.
Oh, he mistook 221B for 221C. Give it to me,
Oh, but-
Watson.
Somebody's in a foul mood.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
What do you think? Really? We're going to perform an analysis on this. Wow. We're really going to analyze a letter. Somebody's feeling quite
I
snippy.
can't help myself. I must open this letter.
Do we? Apparently, yeah, exit anyway. I want to just get a closer look at this letter. I can't... This just seems a little too slippery of a slope, but it's sitting right there. Do we really want to do this? It just seems quite unpleasant. Oh, no. We're going to go and return it.
I need to finish here first.
Or we're going to go ahead and do it anyway.
What are you going to do with it, Holmes?
Bloody hell. Toby, what do you want me to do with it?
I do hope that bone has no connection to Watson's medical practice.
Ugh, good grief.
I can't help myself. I must open this letter.
I already know what he's going to do with it. He's going to use the kettle to kind of pour some kind of steam object onto this letter.
It would be easier to open this letter
Call
if I
it.
steam it. Let's prepare. Boil water in kettle.
Called it. Called it.
I need to turn on the gas burner first.
And do you know how I knew about this? From an episode of Doug back in the mid-90s. Was that how he tried to get a sealed letter open to his parents? It worked, but the letter fell apart. This is unbelievable. And then he's going to read it and then reseal it and give it to her. I can already tell.
I need to...
He's going to glue it back shut. I could see it already. But he's trying to see if she's a love interest or not. Alice, so you finally did it. You moved and settled yourself next to him. You are a bold one. He will fascinate you, but be cautious of him all the same. I am running to tell you that I found your father's boat. Oh. It is quite damaged, but still afloat. You can use it if you wish. You must know that your father was like a brother to me. If there's anything in any way that I can do to help you, please let me know. Anything, whatever the risk it may involve. Ah, so maybe she's an investigator?
Does Alice plan to live here because of me? I need to have a talk with her as soon as possible.
In here? Let's close it.
Let's reseal it, as if it was never open.
Ah, glue.
I need something...
we have a brush. That wasn't what I was aiming for, but I was aiming for that, but okay, we'll go with it. And... I smell a confrontation coming up.
Don't stop playing, Kate. I'm going to take some air on the balcony for a few minutes.
I need to speak with Miss Alice first. She's on the my analysis table.
Okay. And how does she... I love how these little personal quests punctuate the main quest. It's quite interesting. Go out on our balcony.
How about telling me why you came here in the first place?
Mr. Holmes, why do you ask? I hardly think that I'm accountable to you.
Since you extended an invitation to my daughter against my wishes, I believe that you are.
So said the father, cloaked in all his severity. My word, you almost frightened me.
You won't say that. Very well. Ask Caitlin to come home now.
Oh, poor child, let her play. Such insouciance. So useful for covering up disturbing secrets. And since you intend to hide the truth from her...
What?
We all have our secrets.
You...
But don't worry, Mr. Holmes. Caitlin is a sensitive child, and I like her enormously.
Alice, come back in. I can do it. See? You're wonderful.
Trying?
I like to think that the feeling is mutual. We wouldn't want her to know of your secrets, or for her to be unhappy. I have to go inside now.
So. She's trying... Hang on, let's go back to this note for 1 second. Here we go. That's Dr. Fisher, memories. I think... Yes. Notes. Here we go. Find your father's boat. Ah, so she is trying to take control or take custody of Caitlin because of the relationship to the father.
Ah, Holmes, I entirely forgot. There's a man corresponding to the photograph who is a regular visitor at the Hospital for Tropical Diseases. His name is James Byron.
Are you sure? That's fantastic.
And we can visit him, but you should disguise yourself first. I'll introduce you as my colleague.
Ah, the doctor's outfit. We can finally get back to normal. And I guess we'll put on the specs too. And remove the hat. Fine. Actually, let's not. Let's put on the glasses. No. As much as I want to make a mockery of Holmes, let's keep him as the 5 o'clock shadow. And then we'll put him back in the doctor's outfit. One of my favorites. Yes! Much better. Let's see what Watson has to say about this. We are colleagues, after all.
Holmes, we have to go to the hospital.
With pleasure. Okay, so we've been playing for almost an hour now, so let's go ahead and do the hospital and see what has to be done, and then we'll call it a day. Got one more thing I've got to get done today, being done complete for the weekend. Except for cleaning. Oh, there's Watson.
This should be the right place.
Oh, okay.
Our man might be here.
Oh, Dr. Watson, may I help you?
Hello, Baird. My colleague and I are here to see Mr. Byron.
Ah, Byron. Yes, he's in a bad way. You'll find him in a cubicle on the window side.
It's over here, then. Okay, Watson?
This should be the right place.
Okay.
Our man might be here.
We just walk on in? Obviously not. Okay. I don't want to just walk right into somebody. Is that him? Ah, I think this might be our man, because an eye patch. Hello, albeit.
Mr. Byron?
Ooh.
More doctors?
Oh, Mr. Byron.
Please.
Never mind, not albeit.
I've just received my treatment. I need to rest a while before I leave.
He's missing an arm. Diseased eye, definitely. Red marks on neck. Ooh. I'm gonna say bound in chains. Definitely bound in chains, look at that. Marks on the wrist have nothing to do with the disease, along with grubby fingers. Or he was an opium den. Okay. Grubby looking boots. Recent produce credit markets. And he's missing an arm. Let's go and validate. I don't want to stop playing this game. I really like it. So it is albeit. Okay, perfect. I thought so. What was his last name? Albeit is around 45 years of age, he's an archaeologist and ex-member of the Archaeological Club. He's believed to be deceased by the other members of the club. During Albiet's expedition to South America, he suffered a disease that affected his eye. Albiet lost his arm many years ago under unknown circumstances. He has a drug dependency and regularly visits an opium den near a crowded market. He has chain marks upon his body.
We would like to ask you some questions about an expedition that took place 14 years ago.
An expedition? What expedition?
Hey?
You're wrong. I've never left London.
Oh, got the photograph from the club, the Mayan calendar. I think the photograph from the club explains everything.
Is it not you in this photograph from Guatemala?
Guatemala? Tecuna man! Dr. Baird! Come here quickly, I don't feel well!
What on earth is going on? Please, calm down. I'm sorry, my dear colleagues, but Dr. Brunt is waiting to give Mr. Byron a private consultation. You can wait here.
Oh boy. That did that go well?
What should we do next, Holmes?
Weren't you paying attention? We have to wait, but we'll take advantage of the situation.
Aha, that's my boy. Let's see what we've got here. Something on the left bench.
This address is almost invisible.
No, we're gonna have to analyze that. Hospit blank for blank disease, so probably for tropical disease, to Mr. Byron. Address something Oak Street 21D. Maybe Brook Street. Mr. Byron, Dr. Brunt is pleased to confirm your appointment on the 25th November. Please aim to arrive for the early morning. Dr. Baird. Interesting. Got an injection. Is this like a rehab, maybe?
He recently purchased Chinese tobacco.
Something over here?
Mr. Byron is due for a consultation with Dr. Brunt.
Oh, we have a jacket. Something in the pocket? Yes.
Our man passed by a circus.
So he was near the foundry then. Maybe.
Oh, you're still here?
Obviously. We're waiting for Mr. Byron. Is he not with you?
No, the gentleman left directly after his consultation. Oh, he forgot to collect
What?
his belongings.
Uh-oh. Not
Holmes, it seems that Albeit has escaped.
Obviously. And he knows that we are aware of his true identity. Quickly. I know how to find him.
Hang on.
What should we do next, Holmes?
We have to to go to his home. I was going to try and track him down. Albeit's death. Sir Charles and Bernard Marla claimed that Albeit had died in Guatemala during their expedition 14 years ago. However, we met Albeit in the Hospital of Tropical Diseases. Either both gentlemen are lying or they're unaware of Albeit managed to survive. So we need to break into Marley's office, and we need to locate his home on a map. Oh God, not the map. Do we really have to go Dora the Explorer? Oh. Guess we have to go back to Baker Street. And find the map. Hooray. Or, we could break into Marley's house after dark. It's not quite dark yet, though. Okay, Watson. Let's, where are you? There he is.
Did you find Albeit's house on the map?
No, unfortunately, we have to do this again.
Thanks to the information I obtained at the
thank
hospital,
God.
I can now deduce
never
where
mind.
Albeit is hiding. We know that Albeit paid a visit to an opium den, a crowded market, and a circus. He also purchased some Chinese tobacco. Let's find a place in London where all four elements are close together.
Oh, here we go. We have... There's the elephant. And there's the market. And an opium den. And we're looking for a mark. Okay, so we're looking for... There's the pipe. Hang on, putting my finger on it. So, market. There's one. There's two. There's three. Okay, so we're looking at somewhere around here, because that has the opium pipe, that has the circus, that has the crowded market stall, that has the regular pipe. Probably... Ooh, this is a tough one. I'm going to go on a limb and say right about here. Or not. So it's not helping us at all. There's unless oh, never mind. So there's an elephant. There's a lot more around here. So oh, I see what we're doing. We want to have the elephant on the top, the pipe and the okay. God, I'm slow today. I thought it just had to be something where all of them were regular. So elephant here. Okay, elephant. I guess we can't flip that. Let's just focus on... Okay. Pipe in the upper right hand. Okay, let's just go topside now. Okay. Nothing over here. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, well, let's start with the elephant. That seems to be a good place to start. Or we could just do that.
Now we need to find a street name ending in O-O-K.
And we're okie dokie. Brook Street.
Here it is. 21D Brook Street. Watson, I believe we found Albie's flat.
So let's go to the flat, and then we'll call it a game. I don't want to stop playing. That's the problem. So I want to keep doing this, even off camera. Damn it. That was a quick journey. Okay. Watson?
What should we do next, Holmes?
Wow, very nice looking flat. Are we gonna pick the lock?
Help!
Do you hear that? Quick, we have to open this door.
The door's too strong and the lock is too solid to break with bare hands.
You have a lockpick, Holmes.
The door's...
The knight. Oh, we're gonna go nice and bashy. Watson, get ready.
Please help!
Oh, come on.
Please help!
Bloody hell. Come on. There we go. Gosh. More QTEs. There goes my arm.
No, please help!
And now he's probably dead. Oh! Shh. Well, that got quit hurt. That got... We need to go for this again. Oh! Crap. That was quick. Holy hell. Okay, we need this. Give me that.
All of these statues serve as a perfect hideout for the attacker. This table could serve as cover. If I cut those ropes, the curtains will fall and block the attacker's view. Watson, I'll try to reach those curtains to close them. Cover me.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What? What am I supposed to do? Oh, never mind. We actually succeeded in covering him. We just had to blast shots.
Watson, cover me.
Come on. This is really turning into another episode of Wolf Among Us, albeit much more detailed. What have I said about QTEs before? I've cut those bloody curtains. Nicely done. Damn, that got quick. So he's upstairs. Oh. Holy hell. Bet these candles are almost opium-ish. This guy's just a maniac.
Watson, come here. He's behind the screen.
Are we so sure about that, or do we just seal our own fate? Damn. Achievement unlocked, back against the wall. Oh, now know, albeit was...
Our attacker escaped through this skylight.
Now do you need to learn more about him? Oh, that was interesting. Let's look at our deductions really quickly. Assailant. There we go. Let's look at the ranks. Actually, this is another attacks. Attacks on Zacharias and albeit were proficient. Let's see all. Opportunity? No. Still nothing yet. Actually, other collections, club debts. Okay, we need to deduce this really quickly. Well, it appears he is quite the collector of stuff, and he almost seems to be quite the religious fanatic. I mean, look at this. Oh, hang on, we got something on the desk? Actually, let's look at the rope first.
Our assailant escaped using this rope.
We have opium pipes. Another one? Yeah, facts about the crime. He escaped through the window. Nothing. Escaped through the window. Nope. Circle us around. There we go. Didn't enter. Okay. Still nothing yet. Let's just look at everything first. Something on the desk? Anything? Oh, we saw something. Something here in the coffin. We're really gonna open a coffin.
No! Don't kill me!
Oh!
Calm down. It's over now. It's gone.
You? Oh. But why are you here? You're not doctors, are you?
No. Well, you're half right. Shall we remove these masks? Your true name is Albeit, is it not? You were a member at Charles Yellingham's club.
Yes, I was.
Let's see what happened.
Can you tell us what happened here?
After your visit at the hospital, I quickly returned home. I was lying there on the sofa and felt an evil presence in the room.
An evil presence?
Never mind. It's probably the fever.
Or the opium. Let's ask about the photograph from the club again. Nope, wrong.
What's
Crap.
this supposed to mean?
Never mind. Evil or not, your attacker was already here and waiting for you. I must inspect your residence. Perhaps the culprit left some clues.
Let's ask about the last expedition.
Tell us about your expedition to Guatemala 14 years ago.
It was in my former life.
What really happened there? You were said to have died.
I was ill with a terrible fever. I asked them to leave me there. I can't remember how. I only have flashes of memory. But by some miracle, I survived. I left an eye and one arm behind. It took me time. But at last, I managed to return to London.
Why? Why the false name?
Why do you use a false name?
That expedition signaled the end of my career. And my very life as I'd known it. I changed my name and my address. Now I'm weak and useless and alone. I'm a walking dead man.
Not quite yet.
Not for long.
Thank you, Watson.
Perhaps this was it. It was my curse to fade away little by little. Tekunu man's revenge.
Let's ask about Zacharias.
You are aware of Zacharias' murder, are you not?
Yes, and quite aptly I read that he was killed with a spear.
Aptly.
Well, he practiced archaeology almost as though it were a sport, seeking adrenaline. Imagine his state of adrenaline when he died, him being the prey.
And who would have been the hunter?
Tekunu man? Whoever, whatever. It'll soon be over for me at any rate.
So certain are you? I was trying to Yoda there for a moment. Let's just explore everything before we go back to
A
our
statue
dungeons.
was once here. Now it's missing. It appears that the missing statue may have escaped via the window in the roof.
Hang on.
The iron mounting rod is broken.
Just like the Takunaman statue.
The surface is damaged.
Okay, I'm picking up on this now. An old tea set. Something on the book. Ah, that's glowing. Something on the bookshelf? have a note that we can't pick up. He said he was resting on the couch. Let's go look at that, actually. So I guess a coat rack or something. Yes, anything here? Nothing there. Anything around here? Watson, what's up?
What should we do next, Holmes?
Thank you again for saving me.
Nothing doing. I'm trying to solve a damn murder. Shall we go into detective mode? No. I'm missing something. Let's go back downstairs really quickly. Now that we're no longer getting arrows shot at our heads. Aha! A child's room?
This bed is very small.
Yes. In a small bed, a person of short stature must reside here. Interesting. Oops, something in the chest? Well, we have boots. Obviously, those belong to him. Ah, we have a locket.
Albiet's wife and son, I presume.
Interesting. Huh. We have some letters. Not done yet. Hang on. Let's look at these letters. An authorization for slave liberation. From Brazil and Sao Paulo, April 14th, 1883. I, Claudio João Inácio de Silva, give full rights and freedom to Albiet Dyke and Ba Udambo from this day forth for him and his descendants. And we have one more. From Albiet. My love, I understand your pain, but please know that my decision was made only to protect you. How can I return to the quote-unquote real world? For if anyone should discover the terrible shame of this failed expedition and my enslavement, it would dishonor our son's name forever. It would be better that my memory remains in Tikkun Uman's temple. I came back to see you for the last time. I intend to die alone with my precious collections, my lifetime's result of archaeology. One friend of mine who is a bailiff will handle the sales. You will receive all their income. Please try not to be unhappy. My death will be a release. I have made arrangements for my burial. Goodbye to you, my dears. I hope that you might forgive me, and you are able to finally lead happy lives. My only wish. Is that a child's bed then, or something in here? Anything down there, up here? Ah, detective mode. There's a crack in the wall with handprints. Secret passage. Oops. Ah, that's the Aztec temple. I forget what it's called.
The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly.
Is it Tenochtitlan?
1894. This model was created after the expedition to Guatemala.
Okay.
The interior seems well designed, but I cannot see it properly.
Okay, so we need to grab a candle then. Put that back. Okay. Let's see if we can... Got plenty of candles around here, that's for a fact. Something on the shelf? No. I don't understand why we can't just... Go in here. Can we just grab one of these things? Oh, we have a lantern. Actually, no, we probably aren't rotating it correctly. Let's go back in here. Can't hop over the statue. Let's go back. Ah, oh, grab the candle, man.
The interior seems well
designed, but I can't see it clear. Can't just take it out then.
This model forms a part of another, larger model.
Or we can just do that. Okay. Mind dialogue. Okay. So I guess we need to start a dialogue about these two things. Up we go. Now let's go see what he has to say. Small room.
There's a little bed in the small room. It's being used.
Well, it is for my son Gulliver. After my official death, my wife and he left for Glasgow. Upon my return, I installed this room.
So they know about you?
My boy Gulliver visits occasionally.
Aw.
I wonder what is the life of a crippled father. They will lose me again.
Oh, poor guy. And let's ask about the pyramid.
Mr. Albeit, what is this?
How? It's impossible. How did you find it?
Answer me.
17 years ago, I built a model of Tekunu Man's temple. We stored it inside the club's globe before leaving for the expedition. I've no idea if it's still there. While in Guatemala, I had dreams about a missing part. A pyramid. Then, when we entered the temple, I experienced vivid visions.
Wait a minute. You entered the temple?
Well, yes, we did. And we found the pyramid from my visions. But I was too weak. I was unable to solve the mystery of its entrance. I failed there. I always wanted to understand why. So upon my return...
You rebuilt this final part according to your visions and...
Nothing. But I'm dying, and at least my son will see that I did my best to complete my life's work.
So now we probably have to go back to the club. So now... we got a lot more things. Model, son. Or maybe it could be his son. Small stature, perhaps albeit son could pass through the tiny roof. Son, suspect is small. A small child would not be sufficient to be a murderer. Albeit as lying about his son, the bed could belong to somebody's small stature who could be the murderer. Then maybe... false... no... Son is innocent, maybe? We're just guessing now. Albeit model. Well, it's true he entered, albeit version. His visions. Another one down here. It's possible to complete the model of Takunamon's temple. Let's go switch that over to unaware. Other collections. Huh. Albeit visions could relate to his illness, or not. Albeit did enter. There we go. We've got quite a branch. We have the truth. It wasn't necessary for Albeit to enter the pyramid in order to construct its model. He could use his imagination. Or he could only build the model of the final pyramid if he managed to gain entry. Let's look at this first. Actually, no. Let's look at his lies. Because this connected model versus real, maybe? No. Maya calendared, albeit no. I'm gonna go ahead and switch that to the curse. There's no curse. There we go. We have testimonies of Sir Charles and Bernard Marley are contrary to albeit's. However, none of them wish to talk about the temple. So albeit's. So now we have find out the truth about the temple. I think somebody's after blood. So now we need to break into Marley's office. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to call it quits. This is definitely a lot more. Whew, we're not even in expert detective mode, we're just in regular keen detective. Or keen detective, not expert sleuth, whatever. Oh, don't glitch out on me now. I'm too much of a ball playing this quest. Mission. Case, whatever. I need sleep.
Watson, stay alert, and you'll need to be quiet.
Okay, so we're going to call it quits now. We've been playing for well over an hour now. So, before I call it quits, if you like the Sonic Boogie project and you want to check out more, I do have a Twitter account as well as a public Discord channel. And links to both of those are in the description below, as well as a link to my Twitch channel, and if you have some money you want to just part with, my Patreon account. And as always, as much as I enjoy playing this, my opinion does not matter, only yours does. So let me know what you think about this whole thing in the comments below. Who do you think is the culprit? Do you believe the curse is real? Am I missing out on something? Any and all of those are definitely quite pertinent. But otherwise, with that being said, you have a fantastic Saturday, and I'll catch you on the flip side, alright? Peace.